Virgo, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for March 30th through April 3rd. All right, so this reading is going to be a little bit different in the sense that it's going to be more like the air, fire, water, earth readings, okay? So, because I'm using a lot of my decks and I like the way these readings are going. I enjoy doing them, so I hope you like them. All right, so we're going to start off with some Lenormand cards for you and for your person. This is you. And the purple cards are going to represent your person. So just to get a little energy read on where you're at towards your person and where they are at towards you. All right, so let's see. Let's see. All right, so what do we have for you? All right, so we have the clover. So I feel like in a general sense, you might have felt lucky to have met this person. You might feel lucky, or there might have been a serendipitous meeting between the two of you. You know, we're still, I guess we're still in March. We're at the end of March. I've been reading this card as potentially, you know, something happening in March, but we're getting close to the end there. So what else do we have here? And then we have the wishing well. You might feel like you've put a lot of time, a lot of energy into something, into getting a wish or into getting something with whoever this is. You know, you might have put a lot of energy. You might have worked really hard to lower that bucket all the way down into that well. What's in the bottom of the well? The water. Water represents emotions. You know, you might work really hard or have worked really hard to possibly see this person's emotions, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. And for your person, all right, we have the mountain. And I always see this card as challenging communication. Communication has been challenging for this person, and that might be why you have felt like you've had to work really hard when it comes to this person. It's like at certain points you've said to yourself, gosh, you know, it really shouldn't be this difficult. It shouldn't be this difficult. And what else do we have here? We have the birds. So you see, we have 21 here, we have 12 here. Both of these cards are around communication. The reason that the communication might be very challenging for this person is because they might be surrounded by other people or other people that are affecting this connection between you and this person, whoever they are. Okay, so we're going to start off with this deck here, which is my Awakening Journey deck. And this will tell us, you know, whether or not, you know, you're in more of a light energy or a dark energy or shadow energy. If the card comes up in red, that means that we're on the shadow side of something. If it comes up in white, it means that we're on the light side of something. All right, so for you, look at this. Ego breakdown event. So there might have been something that happened here between the two of you that was a real hit to your ego. You might have met this person in some way or for some reason because this is something that might have been needed to be addressed within you. Create 5. Change within you. This was something that was important for you to go through, something for you to experience. You know, relationships or connections might have felt much easier in the past, and that could be why you're asking, this shouldn't be this difficult, okay? And then for them, what do they have? Wow. Heaven on earth, joy. That's both of you are in a very light energy right now, in spite of the fact that this person has very challenged communication. They might see you as heaven on earth, as bringing them a lot of joy. The sorry part about this is they're not able to tell you that, okay? And you might not want to tell this person what an impact they've had on your life, because I feel like this person has had a huge impact on your life as well. So this person for the first time might be really experiencing a level of joy that they haven't experienced in their life, or they felt like they haven't deserved. And for the first time in your life, you might have been forced to address something, in your ego that, has kind of broken you out of that ego energy, that has allowed you to more freely love without that fear of ego. All right, so for you, what do we have? Look at that. No. All right, so that's interesting. This, you might be learning or have learned to hear the word no. And that's been a big thing for you, because I don't feel like that's something that you've heard a lot in your life. Things have gone pretty smoothly overall, and not too many people have said to you, a flat out no. This person might have done that to you, and that was an ego breakdown for you. Something that was memorable, something that you won't forget. For this person, what do we have? Look at recognition, awareness, and conscious. I feel like, if this person was not a conscious before, I feel like they are now. So the fact that they have an awareness and a consciousness now that they didn't have before, and they're recognizing this, the fact that they might have said no in the past, I feel like they're taking a second look at that. They might have said no for a lot of reasons, okay? Not necessarily to reject you, but because there might have been something else going on in this person's life. All right, so we're going to take a look at these cards here. All right, so for you, a gift out of the blue for you. So, and this is coming out over the word no. I feel like somebody might have, what you perceive, rejected you out of the blue. And instead of seeing it as a gift at the time, now you might be realizing that it was a gift, that the timing might not have been right. Okay, remember serendipity up here. And it's like you're right in the sense that it shouldn't be this much work. But this came together to help you learn something, help you break down something in your ego. Okay? And for your person over here, we have, you now resist giving your attention to hate. Wow. So this is what this person is gaining awareness and recognition, that they might have been giving their attention to hate in the past. And it might have been a hatred of themselves, because now we have them in the energy of heaven on earth, joy, feeling like things are, having that consciousness to know that everything that comes into your life really is what you have chosen, what you have created. And I feel like this person is much more focused now on creating joy in their life, okay? They might have expressed something in kind of a hateful way to you that might have been shocking to you, okay? So let's see what energy spirit is saying, or wanting the two of you to be in right now. One for you, one for your person. What do we have here for you? Look at faith. I feel like this ego breakdown event for you, this rejection, whatever it was, about calling on you to have faith, or to have faith in a higher power. It says, miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. That's so true. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I can imagine. All right, but if we were heavily in our ego in the past, ego can actually prevent love from coming in, okay? So that needed to go, or something within your ego needed to be addressed before love could really come in. And then what do we have here? For this person, we have detachment. So this person had to detach from you. They might not have known exactly why at the time. It says, with detachment, you finally feel whole inside. Well, that's why. Because this person had some level of maybe self-hatred. They were sharing hatred in some way instead of sharing love. So you finally feel whole inside with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. So through detachment, this person is actually finding heaven on earth because they've detached themselves from some type of negative energy. It's like the two of you couldn't come together when you were heavily in your ego and when this person was heavily in possibly a self-hatred. Because when we don't like ourselves or don't love ourselves, we have nothing to share. We have nothing to give, right? Okay, so let's get some blue cards here. Okay, let's see what we have here. So for you, what do we have? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Masculine. Okay, so you might describe, if you are the masculine, I feel like that's how your person would be describing you, as gorgeous. You're a gorgeous masculine to them. If you're the feminine, I feel like that's how you see your masculine, as this gorgeous masculine that you are working hard to possibly get some emotion back from them. And again, it shouldn't be that hard of work. It should be found in faith. So this is about your gorgeous masculine. And then what do we have over here? Look at afraid, moody. So it feels like this is the energy that this person had to detach from, okay? You had to have faith in your gorgeous masculine, and this person had to detach from this afraid and moody and hating on themselves energy, which might have rolled over to you, and you ended up having to feel that. But that was meant to happen because there was something in your ego that needed to break down as well. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's get a couple from this deck here. Okay, so let's see what we have here. All right. The look we exchanged was magical. So with your gorgeous masculine, you might have exchanged a magical look that has remained in your memory. This might be what initiated the connection. This might be something that, you know, happened and was unspoken and was never talked about and you felt was magical and kept you working for this connection. And then what do we have here? You connect with someone in an unusual place. Okay, so this might be you connecting with your masculine in an unusual place. And whatever comes to mind for you with that is probably where it is. Okay, in an unusual place. And then for your person over here, we have, look at that, telepathic communication. This sometimes happens without us even trying, okay? If we're constantly in the energy, if you find yourself thinking about somebody randomly or somebody pops into your head, or, you know, through dreams, this person might be dreaming about you or experiencing some type of telepathic communication with you. And then we have someone tells you they love you. Wow. And that might be a big deal for this person, okay? Because this person might have not seen themselves as very lovable. This certainly could be you, okay? And especially with the challenging communication up there, with you breaking down your ego, this becomes much easier for you to do. It's much easier for you to do without worrying about what the outcome of doing this will be. So you might have already done that. You might have already told this person that you love them. And now you're working really hard to get to that water, which is emotion, because this person might not have responded to that. And they, you know, might have responded in an afraid, moody, or hateful way. And this person knows because, you know, through this recognition, awareness, and consciousness, this person now is conscious of what they did, of what their energy was towards you, because they're resisting that hateful energy that they might have, you know, given to you. Now I feel like they see this as heaven on earth, joy. They want to be in this energy. So if you told this person that you love them, I feel like that significantly affected them. All right, so what would you tell this person today? What would they tell you? And of course, in a general reading, the characters might be switched, okay? You might resonate more over here than here, so just know. Okay, so what would you say to your person? Oh, I see 3 does not work for us. So there might have been a third party in here somewhere. That might have been the event that broke down your ego or why this person had to say no to you, okay? That might be a realization that you had. And then also, I love your passion. Okay, so you might be dealing with a fire sign over here. Okay, a very passionate fire sign, doesn't have to be, but this is saying, I love your passion. So you really, one of the things that was magical or that you exchanged, it might have been the passion between the two of you. So what would this person say to you? I know I create unnecessary issues. This person has definitely gained awareness, and they're recognizing where they have gone wrong in the past. They're learning something right now because of this connection. And I bring up old stories, hurts, and issues from the past. So when people do that, they do that because they themselves are hurt. They haven't left a story behind or an issue behind because it wasn't resolved for them. So sometimes saying to a person when they do this, when they continually bring up the same stories, the same hurts, this person knows that they have done that or they have a tendency to do that. It's like, can we get to the core of what the issue really was? Because what ends up happening is when you're not around, this person relives whatever story they're telling themselves. However they are the victim in the story, they're constantly reliving it. It's like, what needs to happen to prevent that from happening? You know? So what can we do to, and that can be what this challenging communication is. You know, if we're always arguing, or if we were arguing in the past, it's probably because this person, okay, and you know, you might appreciate their passion, right? But passion goes two ways. It can be beautiful. It can also be, you know, it on the negative side, passionate, angry, right? So it feels like this person really has some stories and issues that they haven't cleared up, or they had a hard time with that in the past, and that caused very challenging communication. I feel like they're in a better place now, and this is what needs to be addressed at this point. So what is coming for this connection? Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got. 10 of Swords. Lovers. And the Hermit. That's you, Virgo. Okay, so these are some big cards here. So we've got the Lovers in the middle, card of Gemini. You know, you might be dealing with a Gemini. This 10 of Swords, I feel like we're going to deal with this. You know, whatever the betrayal was, that, you know, and it might have been self-betrayal in some ways for you. And I feel like this person might have betrayed you in some way again, but there could have been a third person involved here. I feel like that is done or needs to be discussed or talked through. The connection between the two of you, yes, it's still here. Okay? The Lovers says that the connection is here. There's still an attraction. You know, it might be, it might feel dark to one of you, but there's definitely still a connection here. I feel like we need to talk about betrayals of the past, how we both might have felt betrayed in the past, but we both still have this connection. What do you want to do with that, though? Is that really something that you want to explore? This person might be very different now. It might be worth giving it a shot. But I feel like, you know, this is saying directly that there is still an attraction and a connection towards you, Virgo. Okay? But I feel like it's up to you also. It's up to you whether or not you want to take a solo path and try that for a change, or you want to revisit this connection. With you facing the Lovers, I feel like that's what's next. It's like facing something, facing what this connection really was, what it meant, what possible betrayal there was here. Clarify you and this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, Page of Wands. And you, Four of Cups. For some of you, I feel like you're that you're flirting with the idea of confronting this in possibly kind of an immature way, okay? Just saying. Four of Cups, you know, with the Four of Cups, this is mainly about feeling that rejection. You might not be quite over whatever happened between the two of you. You may not be ready to offer that Ace of Cups again. I don't know. I feel like it's up in the air. I feel like it's up in the air. You might be flirting with this person again and just kind of testing out the waters. I don't feel like you're ready to give your cup of love, though, to this person again, but you're willing to kind of feel out what the connection feels like again, okay? For some of you. For others, you're just not ready. All right, Virgo, that is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, you can certainly reach out to me. If not, no worries. I will talk to you next time. All right, so have a great week. All right, thanks. Bye.